from the sky, and the streets and houses are gradually wrapped in snow, Peppa Pig's family feels the unique atmosphere of the upcoming Christmas. During these moments, Peppa likes to spend time with her beloved brother George. However, from that day on, she would never be able to play with him again. This is the story of a missing person, the investigation of which dragged on for several months. It all started with unremarkable snow. Peppa and George ran outside to play in the snow. They were enjoying the winter. The snow was very deep that day. After they had played enough, they decided to return home. But George did not go in. When Peppa had lunch, she decided to go back outside and saw a big snowball. She realized that George had started building the snowman without her, but most likely got tired and went home. She completed the snowman with head, and then came to her room to show the snowman to George, but he wasn't there. She got worried and told her parents. The parents went to look for George. They couldn't find George. When they called the police, the investigation has begun. The police could not find any traces of George due to the fact that the parents had already trampled around while searching. They could only find the blue hat left by George. A month passed, followed by another, but no one could find George. What made him run away? And where is he now? When Peppa went home, he decided to return for some reason, but the way out of the house goes down the slope. He fell during the descent. Due to the slope of the mountain, he did not stop when falling and began to tumble down the mountain. Snow began to stick to him, gradually forming a ball. When that ball of snow with George inside stopped, George couldn't even move. He could barely breathe. He was lying without oxygen, unable to move and in the freezing cold. It's a terrible situation. He was probably alive when Peppa was building the snowman, but he couldn't call for help from Peppa, who was decorating the snowman in the meantime. No one has touched the snowman since then. However, it could not stand forever. And one warm spring morning, Peppa went for a walk and saw her brother. Since then, she has been afraid of snowmen, of what might lurk inside them.